The most luxurious thing that Tiffany did cost almost nothing. Welcome to Good Gossip, episode 4. And today I'm going to be talking about an experience I had recently on a trip to New York City. Today's Good Gossip is about the Tiffany Blue Box Cafe. Let's get into it. So I visited New York City a couple of months ago for a birthday party. I was there for less than 48 hours, but I had some great experiences while I was there, two of which were food related. One of them was this Tiffany Blue Box Cafe, top tier in a beautiful space. I met a friend, had a nice meal, and it was just a really great environment. It was very beautiful, very clean, very bright and spacious. There were people there. The energy was really good. The food was good, but it was what happened after the meal that really sealed it for me. It was what put this experience over the top and in that elite group of businesses that go above and beyond and just do all the things really well. I'm going to make 3 points about why Tiffany Blue Box Cafe has earned a good gossip recognition from Intentional Professionals Network, and why those same 3 points are super important for any organization to place impact over intent. You can't just intend to be a good organization, you have to execute. So let's go. Point number 1, luxury is a system, not a moment. The space was beautiful. Looking at it online, it was a no-brainer to make the reservation. Got in there, the service was top-notch, the food was great. It met all the expectations. It exceeded some. But it's what happened afterwards that seals the deal for me. And that's where the luxury really shines through. About a day or two after our meal at the Tiffany Blue Box Cafe, I received an email. It stated, of course, that they were happy that we joined them, hoped we had a great experience, but also offered for any time I wanted to make a reservation in the future to be sure to use that email directly to make my reservations, and they would take care of me. I thought that was a really nice touch, very personalized, even though I'm sure these emails are automated in some kind of way. But the fact that that made it to my inbox, and I don't even live in New York, but I can guarantee you the next time I end up there, I will do all that I can to dine at the Tiffany Blue Box Cafe again. Not only because the food was good, but my experience was good. And it really shows that they want to ensure that I return. Sending that email sent a message. And that message is, we care and we want to see you again. Luxury organizations ask the question, what happens after the customer leaves? That's just as important as what happens when the customer is there or what happens before they even walk through the door. And that was evident in this experience with the Tiffany Blue Box Cafe. They asked that question and they addressed it in a way that was very simple, cost them almost nothing to send an email, but made such a great impact on me as a customer to the point that I'm still talking about this email months later, and it has influenced me to make it a point to visit that store and that restaurant again. What else can you say? That it hits all the points, it nails it, and in my estimation, it doesn't just stand out because it was a great gesture, but it's such a unique one. It's one that we don't often see in the restaurant world specifically. Yes, you might get a coupon or an offer for an upcoming campaign, but a personalized email just saying, hey, when and if you decide to come back, please let us know. We want to take care of you, is not the same as saying, make a reservation on Open Table or Resi. They're literally telling you to communicate directly with them. So they may want to address, they're probably assuming it may be a special occasion. Maybe you want to bring someone for the first time or something like that. And again, thought had to be put into that for that to become a policy. Even though I got that email and it generic as it may be because it might be a template on an automation, I can guarantee you everyone that made a reservation gets that email. And that makes a world of difference when you're talking customer experience. That follow-up email was not an accident. It was intentional, and it's part of the customer journey at the Tiffany Blue Box Cafe. If those types of standards are baseline, I would only expect that if I did come there for a special occasion, that they would go above and beyond, and it would definitely exceed expectations and meet a standard at a higher level, which who doesn't want that, especially an experience like that in a place like that that has a reputation for luxury. That's what you should expect. The takeaway here is that intent is invisible, but systems are visible. There should be no mistaking that this is part of the system of customer experience at the Tiffany Blue Box Cafe. Point number 2, relationships require initiative. Most businesses claim that they want repeat customers, but Tiffany made my next visit so much easier. Instead of sending the message of, "We hope to see you again," Tiffany sent the message of, "Please email us personally and we will make sure that your next experience was as good or better than the last." What more could you ask for? That is a very distinct and direct message to the customer that they want me to come back. But the bottom line is the offer was made. I won't forget it. And I have that email to hold on to for the next time I decide to go there. Instead of sending the message of, "We hope to see you again," Tiffany sent the message of, "If you email us personally, we will make sure we take care of your next reservation." That, for me, removes all the friction and creates confidence that they'll do a great job when I return. Luxury isn't just about making people feel special, it's about making it easier for them to come back. The takeaway here is, if you value your customer relationships, build processes that demonstrate it. Point number 3, impact is what people remember. I complimented the decor. I enjoyed the food. But the story that I'm telling now, months later, isn't about those things. It's about that email. One thoughtful operational decision became the most memorable part of my experience. And that's the difference between intention and impact. Businesses often obsess over what it is they're trying to communicate to the customer instead of asking, what will the customers actually remember? The takeaway here is that customers don't experience your intention, they experience your execution. The Tiffany Blue Box Cafe probably intends to provide a luxury experience, but intentions aren't what impressed me. Their systems did. Beautiful design got my attention, but consistent execution earned my trust. That's why good intentions don't build great organization. Impact does. Well, I'm going to stop there, but thank you so much for joining me this week for episode 4s in our entire lineup. And join me next week for the next good gossip. Bye.